Have you ever heard about post-travel depression? It's as simple as it sounds. It's the term used for negative emotions people may experience when coming home after travelling. Now, I'm no psychiatrist, and nor do I have any direct relationship with depression, so I'm not one to list off symptoms, or do I feel educated enough to use the term depression lightly. However, after some research, I have found this term to be used frequently among fellow travellers after returning home. It's this emotional stage of, what now? And boy, I reckon every traveller has had this question come to mind at least once since returning. People explain post-travel depression as follows: a reverse culture shock, feeling like an outsider although being at home. The identity created whilst travelling is being ripped away from you. No one understands your energy when speaking about experiences. They don't have that fire in their eyes that other travellers do when telling them your plans. Coming back to routine and structure, eating you up after living that freedom lifestyle. Everyone experiences life differently, and therefore also feels different emotions during challenging times. I shared some of my emotions in my coming home vlog, which you're more than welcome to check out after this video. For now, I want to carry on from where I ended that vlog. It's been 3 months since returning from 167 days of travel. Let's dive right back to the moment when I got home. Ein großes Bett, alter Schwede. Ich werde mich nie wieder... Ich habe mich nie beschwert, aber ich werde mich nie wieder beschweren, wie groß mein Bett ist. I've been home for about 8 hours now, and in New Zealand it was like raining and stormy and really bad weather, and I came home knowing it's April and it's going to be like a mix of weather and it's not going to be summer straight away as soon as I get back home. But the thing I was least expecting is snow. But it's snowing as if it's Christmas. It's proper thick snow. I mean, look at this. This is not what I was expecting. Were you guys expecting snow? No! This is crazy. It's literally snowing as if it's like deep into winter.
December.
Yeah. What's the weather been like before? Was it just raining?
Well, we already had 30 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, true. Like 2 weeks ago, the weather forecast was like 30 degrees. And now it's snowing. What?
Nochmal, ihr wart nicht gleichzeitig.
Ich glaube, es ist egal, sonst werde ich viel zu nass.
Ja, ich auch. Ich glaube auch egal, sonst werde ich viel zu nass. Und meine Hose angesagt. Meine Hose wird so nass. Ja, das war's gut.
Today is Tuesday, 30th of April. Now I've been home for about 2 weeks. It's been good getting used to being home, getting into the routine and, you know, seeing everyone again. It's been such good weather, so I'm really excited for this week because it's supposed to be so nice and warm. So it's already in the evening. Today I went swimming, and since then I've got like a really stuffy nose, so that's why I might sound a bit ill. So fingers crossed I'm not actually gonna get ill. That's besides the point. My brother and Domi are about to arrive, and then we're probably going to have some dinner and then go play some spike ball. It's still pretty warm. The sun isn't out too much, but it's still good amount of warmth, so that's going to be fun. And then tomorrow, as I keep saying, is we're going to let in the boat and then see how warm it is on the lake. Maybe we'll already do some wakeboarding, but we'll see about that tomorrow. Hallo! Made lasagna and it looks so good. Look at that. Thank you, Mum. Woo woo! Yum, 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 yum.
think it's pretty cold. It's warm outside, but I think it's pretty cold in the water. So we'll see how this goes. And I haven't wakeboarded in a long time, but it's gonna be cool. So we were on the boat all day, and now me and Dommy were playing some spike ball with our friends, and now we've done a barbecue, which looks really, really good. It's such a nice salad.
Put shrimp on the barbie.
Shrimp on the barbie.
Shrimp on the barbie.
What was everyone's favourite part about today? Because today was the first day of boat season, which was so much fun, and we had amazing weather for it. So, what was everyone's favourite part?
Wakeboarding.
Wakeboarding? Very cool.
Brunch with a friend and then the boat.
The spike ball. Spike ball. Oh my gosh. We need to say we had such a crazy spike ball match when we were playing just now. You guys don't even know this, but we had this one game where the opponents, they hit the ball really high and I like stopped it, and then they played it back, and then the ball went onto the net really close to the ground. I lifted it somehow, but I didn't think anyone would get it. And then Dommy comes from the side and like full on smacks it, and it slides across the whole net, and it was so cool. It was so good. And then we won them, but then we won the game from it. So that was amazing.
Cool,
yeah, that was a highlight of my day as well. What was your highlight?
Family
Dad?
time.
Family time.
I started this video off talking about post-travel depression, this negative cloud just hovering over you once you come back to reality. The reason behind my video is to spread awareness of family and friends who are awaiting travellers coming home. I have a huge support system behind me with my family, and that made coming home so much easier, and so much easier than I'd anticipated. I remember being a little bit overwhelmed by my emotions before coming back home. Always these negative thoughts, making up scenarios about bad things that would happen when I came back home. I was nervous but also excited, and now recording this, I've been home for 3 months, and my experience of coming home has taught me a lot of things. First of all, I remember coming home and getting very overwhelmed quickly by big groups, by big cities, walking in town or in parks. I was overloaded with visuals and couldn't shake this feeling of unevenness. My explanation being that I had just come from living a pretty minimalistic lifestyle, living out of a rucksack for 5 months, spending time either alone or with 1 to 3 of the same people for longer periods of time, having vast nature surround me instead of buildings, and speaking a language I tend to feel more confident in for certain situations. Secondly, living back at home 24/7 obviously comes with more positives than negatives, but I'd lie if I say that it was easy. Personally, I feel like I strived off of that independence you get when solo travelling, having to solve daily challenges, living out of your comfort zone more than within, making mistakes and realising how to grow out of them. Returning home automatically slowed this down, and perhaps put the intensity of independent travelling into a better perspective, showing me how exhausting it can be after a long time, and that it's fine to let yourself fall into the comfort of your family. But it definitely needed adjustment. I'm lucky enough to live in an extremely active family, giving me the opportunity to carry on living my adventurous life even after being back at home. A lot of the times, travellers tend to long for these new experiences they had all the time whilst being abroad. Something that helped me tremendously was finding a new hobby to pursue. This could be trying out a new sport, learning how to play an instrument, cooking, photography. In my case, it was finding my passion again for hockey after not playing for 5 years. Going to training with strangers who've now become friends, forcing myself into this new environment, going to training and getting out of my comfort zone like I'd done literally every day whilst travelling. Adding something into my weekly structure that hadn't been there before I'd left to go travelling definitely took the boringness out of coming back home, because it gave me something to look forward to, something new. in general, it just kind of stopped me from falling back into these old habits that I didn't really want to fall back into. This advice was given to me by a friend when I returned back home, so I thought it was just better to share it because it really made a difference for me. So if there was one piece of advice that I could give people coming home, it's to try something new. Find a new hobby, preferably a social, active one. Something that may challenge you, something that might make you step out of your comfort zone, something that you can grow to really enjoy, keeping your weeks more interesting. Another piece of advice I would have is to keep in contact with the friends you've made whilst travelling. I think this is such a big thing because when you make memories whilst travelling, you want to share this, and what best way to relive all of those moments than if you have that friend that you still keep in contact with, that you can always talk about your memories and just completely laugh it out. It's the best thing there is, and speaking from experience, I've definitely tried to keep friendships and it's really worked for me. I'm able to think back to my memories, and if I really want to share it with someone, I can ask them, oh hey, do you remember? And it's just so much better than trying to tell someone about an experience you had weeks ago and them not even understanding what's so funny about it. I think everyone knows what I'm talking about. So that's another advice for me. Keep in contact with the friends you make and it will make your memories last even longer. Now I have to say, I reckon I had it a bit easier. Me coming home was pretty staggered. I was home for 2 weeks and then I left again for 2 weeks going to Mallorca with my family, which I also made a video on, so you can definitely go check that out as well. And then I was home for 2 weeks again, and then my friend I made in Costa Rica, shout out to Emily, came and visited me, which was awesome. But this did mean that I was kind of thrown back into my life at home, but with so many new changes that I didn't even have time to kind of fall back, like I said before. From my experience after coming home from 5 months of traveling, I can definitely understand how people can fall into this post-travel depression stage. For me personally, I managed to stay out of this and I've had such a great time being back home, and that's also something I wanted to share because even though something might come across as negative, there's always something positive to find out of it. I've made new friendships since starting hockey again. I've just been able to expand on excitement from being home.
I'm packed and ready to go. I can't help but feel really nervous. I feel really nervous to go to my hockey match because I haven't been to a hockey match in 6 years. And I'm nervous I'm going to let down the team. I'm nervous I'm going to make a fool out of myself. And I'm just nervous because it's a new team. But I know that is so normal, and I'm really happy that I can play. I've been home for 3 weeks and I'm already playing in a hockey match, and I've never played hockey before in Germany. So that's crazy. I did not think that was going to happen. But I'm really excited as well. But I just wanted to say that I am nervous. In case after the match I'm all happy and I forget everything that I was feeling before. I wanted to have it on record that I am nervous and that it's normal. But yeah, I am pretty nervous right now. Gosh, I literally didn't think that I was going to be looking like this anytime soon. When I left England and I was done with hockey, I didn't think I was ever going to see hockey again. And now look at me, 3 weeks back from travelling for 5 months, and I'm off to my first hockey game. This is so bizarre, but I'm really excited now. And on that note, I want to end my video. Thank you for watching till the end. You just saw that I was able to start something new and make a really good thing out of it. So if I can do it, you can definitely do it too. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next week. Bye!